Okay, guys. So today the topic that we have taken, we have to discuss about the priorities. Okay, why it is important and how it is helpful in our life. In my perspective, just one and two line I want to add in first go. That definitely it makes us a very different human, right? Whenever we fix our priorities, something definitely it doesn't give any result instant, but it gives result. After maybe after few time when something happens to you and you have given the priorities that is something important to you or very urgent to you, and we all know what is important and what is not for us, right? So whenever something happens after a month or 2 months or maybe after a week, so just because we have given a priority to something, like nowadays we have so many things to distract and we have so many things to learn, and we have seen in this lockdown, right? So if so many people they have given their priorities to play some games, talk with their friends mostly, nothing wrong about that, but I'm telling that we have to set our priority, that what the first thing, right? What the first thing that we have to do. And this also helps you whenever you are broke, whenever you are broke by someone or by your financial condition or by your situation. And just see the lockdown also, I mean the COVID-19. So just because we have learned how to set the priorities, I think that person will be awesome in his own way. I mean, they can do anything. Then we don't have, then we won't feel any regret, right? If we have set our priorities. And I think if we are setting our priorities, it also helps us to be in a discipline, right? And the discipline is something, no matter what we are, what situation with us, but if we are in a discipline, I think we can change our circumstances. So definitely it is very important for us, for our life. Rest of the thing I will convey later. So Kajol, now you go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that today's topic is like very much important for in our life. I think
Mhm.
because as we talk about the priorities, I think that we just take it very easy way, but I don't think so. It is a we just use it in a very easy manner, but I don't think so. It is a easy thing because if you set up priorities, if you want to achieve something, if you want to achieve something in materialistic or in other way, maybe it is all about your relationships or anything. So I think first of all we need to set up priorities, no doubt. There is a very there is a lots of examples we have heard from our teachers, our parents. So most of the time they just used to set their priorities. And I think if we want to achieve some goal, like if we don't have like we have a good example of in our life is that when we wake up early in the morning, and when we don't schedule our time, like when you do not set our priorities, so at that time we are confused set that how we start our days. And when we didn't set any priorities, so at that time we waste a lot of time. Like we don't know how to start, what to start. So at that time we don't have anything, and that's why we just spent a lots of time here and there just watching phone or anything. But yeah, when we have the priorities, when we have the information that we have to do these things, so I think at that time we are able to achieve all the goals. Maybe we didn't, but at least we can complete the 50% part, 80% part. So I think that is really important part. And one more example, maybe you guys heard a story about the Ratan Tata and his driver. That one day what happened, that Ratan Tata is in the back seat and driver is running his car. So at that time the driver was the driver was sad. So Ratan Tata saw him and he just asked him that why are you sad,
Mhm.
why are you so sad, and like you are what I'm watching you from 2 days and you are just irritated. So he just share his information that, sir, I didn't achieve any goal in my life. So Ratan Tata asked him that why you didn't achieve. So Ratan Tata gave him a task that just set your 10 goals.
Mm-hmm.
So and after 2 days, Ratan Tata asked the asked the driver that if he set the goals or not. So he just take time 2 or 3 days and he set there 10 or 15 goals approx. So Ratan Tata just asked him that please select from these 15, you have to select only 5. So after that, he takes 1 days and he just select the only 5 from the 15. And after next day, the when Ratan Tata met him, so he just asked him that please select the 3 from these 5, 5 goals. So he just select the 3 goals and make the priorities like one, what I have to achieve first, and after that, and after that, after a, and it is a real story actually. So after a year, the man was able to achieve all the goals. So it is a good example, it is a best example that we can watch that priorities are how much important in our life. If we didn't have the priorities, we can't achieve a goal. Because of when you just set your priorities, you are able to achieve, you already have achieved a 40% of your goal. So I think that is really important part, that first of all we have to make priorities either for a day or for a year or for a 5 year. I think that is really important. And if you are in the priorities are of any types, like maybe you have to achieve some materialistic cheese, maybe you have to achieve some financial freedom, maybe you want to bond your relationships either with your parents or with your girlfriend or anywhere or with your friends. So at that time priority really important, because sometimes what happened that we just focus on only the financial priorities and we just lack in the priorities of our relationships, our parents. So at that time, there is a gap between your relation with your own family members, and you have to face a lots of problem because of this also. So I think we have a priorities in every aspects of our life, because if you have the priorities, then you will become a happy. Because if you like I have already taken a lot of time, but I have attended a session where one of speaker told me, one of speaker just explain about these priorities, that we have to achieve our goal in financial level, in family level, in relationship, in personal also. So I think if we have all the priorities, if we set all the priorities and achieve one by one in every field, so I think we are able to become happy. Because if we didn't achieve like if we achieve financially, if we grow in financial level, but we didn't achieve in a relationship level, so at that time also you are just losing yourself, because we need some kind of support from our family also. So I think priorities is very important. We must have some priority regarding anything, and if we have the priority, then we are easily tackle all the problems, we can easily handle all the relationships or anything, I think. So that's my point. Oh, thank you. Over to you, Dhruv.
Yeah, okay, all right. That's great. Monty?
Yeah, good evening, guys.
Yeah, good evening.
So, in my point of view, so if I would like to say, like, this is the, I think, one of the best topics. And if we talk about the priorities, so it is very important. Like, why the most of the people of be the successful, because that is the reason they prioritize their work, and every person have the different objectives as well as aims. So if one should want to complete or achieve their goals, so first of all they have to prioritize their work, and there are a lot of methods by which they can do. Also, one more thing I want to add is that no one want to work according to their works. Like if we prioritize our work, so it is very hard to do, and even sometimes that we cannot able to follow the schedule that we created by ourselves. But I mean, in starting days it will take time, but if you're gonna working for 1 month, then it will become easy and we follow the schedule. And even we don't have the controversy with anyone if we follow our simple schedule to achieve the small targets at first, and later it is very easy. Because work by the ways, like which work is most important for me, and that will gonna help me to achieve my goal. And even if we make a 1 month schedule and we schedule our work by the, I mean, that which work is important and which work contains the 10 marks. We also categorize our works by the marks percentage. So there's the quite different methods for everyone that how they prioritize their work. And but it is the one of the most important thing that one should can do. Even sometimes I also do, but the most important thing is that you have to be consistent in this thing. Even you have to follow until you are not able to achieve your goal. Because what happens is that, like now what happens with the people, like we were running our life, uh, that is very hard to do, and even our life is running by someone else, that is very common.
Yeah.
So if we want that we can run our life by ourselves, then we have to be unique. Because we can see that most of the people who are successful is that they make their schedule, they make their timetable, even they prioritize their works, that which work they have to do. That is the important or common thing that I had listened in some of the biographies of the different persons. And that's why I would like to say that if one should want to be successful, that he must, I mean, prioritize their work. Even, in starting days, it might have the difficulty that you can't focus and you can't follow the schedule. So you have to celebrate after 1 week. I mean, if you follow the schedule for the 1 week, that the works that you have prioritized, then you have to celebrate yourselves with your family and anyone else. Like Kajol had also mentioned that, I mean, you have to focus on every work, relationship, every work. You have to give time to your family. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, I would like to say that you give the time to everyone, whosoever you, I mean, person is near to you, so that you can't go to a distance to them. So that is the thing that you have to do in your life. And I mean, you make your life easier by this thing. That is the very main point. Like you can make your life very easier, because by doing this thing, you know that this work is important. Because what happened, like whichever activity or whichever thing we are doing, we were so confused at that moment. Even sometimes we don't know what we are doing. And it mainly happens with me also. Like if tomorrow is my exam, I don't know today what I'm doing. And I go for playing and everything I go. But if I make my schedule like from 2 to 5, I have to complete this subject, and after it I have 1 hour for break, and then afterwards I have to go for playing. So if you
Yeah.
prioritize a work like in a good time schedule, then definitely gonna be achieved. Yeah, over to you, Dhruv.
And I think this is a part of discipline, that it automatically teaches us that how to be in a discipline, right? If we have something prioritized, no matter what we want, like we have also a habit of just playing something or just chatting or maybe just using social media. But just because we have made something in our mind that firstly we have to do this task, right? So definitely we will complete that task, and that will something make you a person, work ethic, like it will give you a work ethic. So no doubt it helps a lot, and it also helping me a lot. I'm also trying to prioritizing my things but it's not 100%, but definitely I think I will achieve my 100% how to prioritize everything. Everything means everything. And definitely work is very very important. I think we have to set that first, and after achieving that target, that work, definitely you can think about your family as well. Only family, okay? Just because they will be with you forever, no one will with you forever in this world. Anyone can left you anytime. I mean, we don't need to take any other person except our mothers and our family for granted, no matter who they are. I mean, just be open, right? I mean, don't take anyone granted. Fix your priorities for your work, for your job, for your family. That's it. And after that, whatever the time you have, you can do whatever you want to do. So it's all up to you. Okay, so this is all guys for today. Okay, and thank you for joining, and definitely you both guys have put a very very good point. And Kajol, you want to mention anything else you want to add, or Monty, or just sum up this part?
I think I already
No,
have make my points.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So
All right.